Vamos con Yudina. Acá hay algo. Qué bella. ¿Por qué tiene cielo? Ah, es un techo de cielo. Genial. No me imagino la energía que gastan para hacer esa luz.
The council. All I can think is that the more things change, the more they stay the same. I've always loathed that phrase, fatalism. Not what men and women should aspire to. If we don't figure out something, maybe later will be an epitaph on a mass grave of 11 billion.
I know what I'm gonna do. What are you gonna do?
Humanity is as feared as we are loved. Hopefully that works in our favor now. I'll try to get financial aid from as many worlds as I can. Maybe manpower, a few armed ships. I'll institute a draft in our colonies and order all civilian ships armed. Work on the Prothean device will be around the clock.
Any news from Earth?
There is constant news. All of it bad. The Reapers are destroying satellites and the old nuclear missile silos, along with everything else that could help. We have a handful of quantum entanglers spread out over the continents. All other communication is cut.
What's your read on the counselors? Any angles I could pursue?
Counselor Irissa is not like her predecessor. She is colder. If she has her hand on your throat, she will squeeze. Eschil, there you might find some traction. Practical, she might make Machiavelli turn pale, but that's a Delatras for you. Frankly, it's good Quentius spoke with you. His homeworld is in the most trouble, and he's looking for a way out. That speaks opportunity.
You're a Citadel counselor. Don't you have options when the others block you like this?
With Parliament destroyed and Shastri gone, I have more power than any human in history. But today, you saw how little that is. Rest assured, I will not be counted out long. I know I can move mountains. Do not lose sight of that, because the task before us is moving planets.
Exacto.
Anderson would be proud, so long as you deliver. You think you can do that?
You need a carrot or a stick to drive a mule, and humanity has neither right now. Our armada is tied down fighting or fleeing, and with Earth's comm buoys gone, our economy is reduced to an IOU. But leave that part to me. I will lean on our colonies for all their worth, and I can broker enough trade to repair and resupply Hackett's fleet.
Exacto.
Did you know a lot of people on Earth?
Many. It's monstrous to think of them being snuffed out, of course, but the part that gets me is Arcturus. I must have known most of the Alliance Parliament on a first-name basis.
Oh.
I required a second VI just to track all their birthdays and anniversaries. Rose Garden stuff, but to have it all gone.
I should go.
I'll be here.
Te da la bienvenida al Centro de Investigación Espectro. Esta terminal ofrece acceso sobre los datos, sirve para pedir autorización para operaciones encubiertas o solicitudes. Está restringido a los agentes que se encuentran en servicio activo, tácticas especiales y reconocimiento. Cualquier operación que preside un pago puede realizarse en la terminal que hay al lado, que se utiliza como transacción financiera segura e rastreable. El peregrino guariano Jane Boland Erneman en la Ciudadela recibió una gran transferencia de créditos de la flota. Boland ha comprado tecnología incluida monturas para armas, puntería y emisores de barreras cinéticas en varios centros de servicio para naves Enilion, otro peregrino coreano, este no identificado, fue visto buscando una nave que pasaba cerca del velo de Perseo. Luego lo oyeron decir que lo había hecho volver de su peregrinaje. Los datos sugieren que la flota coreana está retirando a sus peregrinos y poniendo en punto sus naves para combatir en algún lugar cerca del velo del Perseo. Esto podría ser una reacción a la invasión, pero para un conflicto con los Gets. Esto tenemos que impedir, papá. Black Widow. Este necesito. Necesito mi Black Widow. Sale 250.000 y tenemos 35.000 créditos. Genial. Acá que hay. Naranja. Campo de tiro. ¿Me dan más créditos si hago bien? Tanta chacharada. Ya lo vimos. Sí, acá donde está el. Lo vimos acá. Yo ya estuve. Con el ascensor. Bueno, que alguno de estos es ubicado, quiere hablar con nosotros.
Commander Shepard. Commander Shepard. Khaleesa bint seen in Al-Jalani. Isn't it true that you were on Earth when the Reapers attacked? How do you justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best we can expect from you?
I've had enough of your tabloid journalism.
Not this time, you military.
You're angry. I get that. But I came here to get help for Earth, not answer your questions. Stay down.
Quiso pelear. Está bien, claro, como la vez pasada le encajamos un bife.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please.
Vamos al hospital. No debería ser, ¿no? Pero bueno.
Arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
El loco estaba sacadísimo, pero por más sacado que estés, no podés pegarle a una mujer. Sépanlo. Se gana con las palabras. En el momento que sacas el puño, perdiste la batalla. No la guerra, perdiste la batalla. Doctora Michael. Que te puede dar información.
So, the nurse tells me you've refused to bathe and you only want to talk to another Asari.
Habla con ella.
Commander Shepard, good to see you.
Dr. Michelle, it's been a long time. You've come a long way from that small clinic down in the wards.
Because of you, I don't know where I'd be if you hadn't dealt with Fist and his thugs. Now I'm head physician in a Presidium clinic. You gave me this chance. I assume you're here about Lieutenant Commander Williams?
I'm actually here to see you.
Oh, really? How can I help you?
This war may leave a lot of injured people homeless. Can the Citadel clinics care for them all?
We're fine now, but I'm worried. Every hospital on the Citadel is preparing for the worst. I hear the docks are tightly controlled, but we just can't leave people floating out there forever.
With a center of this size, you must have a lot of direct reports.
We've got 12 full-time doctors and over 50 support staff. It can be overwhelming, quite different from my days in the wards.
Claro.
Use a doctor of your
En la
caliber.
versión rebelde del 2.
I'm
honored you'd consider me, but I do have responsibilities here.
The Normandy is critical to defeating the Reapers. The whole galaxy is depending on our success. You'd make a huge difference out there with us. More than you can ever do here.
Well, our staff is excellent. The Presidium would be in good hands. I'll pack my bags and tell Dr. Arrington she's received a promotion.
Digo esto porque dejo dejar ir un ratito. En la versión rebelde del 2, me acuerdo que en la final no decidimos acompañar a los tripulantes de la nave de Normandía de la 2 y murió la doctora Chewbacca, la, la teniente que estaba al lado de la mensajera, secretaria, digamos, y todo el resto de la tripulación que habíamos rescatado en la nave recolectora. Eh, pues ahora me estoy dando cuenta por eso que no hay nadie en la nave. Entonces supongo que por eso ahora estamos reclutando gente. A eso viene.
I'll see you on the Normandy, Doctor.
See you there. I just need to make a few more preparations.
Dando eso, pelotón, ¿cómo va la reputación? Ya subimos 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 son. ¿Tenemos para ver mapa? Sí. Sí. 2, servicio de laboratorio. Sala de revisión. Está jodido.
Good work, Dr. Freylick.
Narrow splint's still the best course of action.
I'll see if we have the required spatial bindings. Meet you back here.
¿Es quien yo creo o no?
You got pretty banged up there, Williams. Had me worried. I just wanted to check in on you. See how you're doing. You hang in there, all right? I need you up and reporting for duty ASAP. You hear me, soldier? You need anything, Doc, let me know. Okay, Ash. You take care. I'll see you soon.
Bueno. A ver rápido. Ahora me cerraron a la puerta. Veamos si encontramos a alguien conocido acá.
Hi, Doctor. Didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Well, we need to prescribe you another round of
Nadie, nadie.
For when I ship out.
I have some bad news. Your squad applied the methadone
Nada.
quickly, but infection had already set in by the time they found you. I'm sorry. I'm afraid we have to remove your leg below the knee.
Acá.
Welcome to CERTA. CERTA is a non-profit organization dedicated to the medical needs of all sapient life.
All profits from sales go to help new medical research. Thank you for coming to CERTA. How can we help you? All profits from sales go to help new medical research.
CERTA is a non-profit organization dedicated to the medical needs of all sapient life.
No pudimos. Lo hicimos mal.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please, one moment, please. Now arriving at docking bay D-24.
No hay más nada que hacer si solo tenemos 3 lugares para ir acá. ¿Y esto? ¿Sueño? ¿El niño? Te vemos, te vemos. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Un soberano? ¿Un heraldo? O sea, no.
Liara, can I help you?
I've been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the Prothean device. It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
I know.
Are you all right?
Just shaking off some sleep.
Commander Shepard, I'm Specialist... Oh. I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone. I was just leaving. Commander Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist Samantha Trainer with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance. There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
I need the Normandy functional. What exactly have you done to my ship?
We upgraded communications and removed most of the Cerberus tech, Commander.
Meaning?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Trainer has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
Edie's an AI, fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, Edie, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how... attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour? I think you'll be impressed by the new upgrades. In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination. You can also check your messages at your private terminal. The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room. And there you are. Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCon.
Commander, Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council. Sounds like they're running scared.
The Council has been a pain in my ass from day one. I'm done with them.
Then what's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
You can count on it, sir.
It's not just me, it's everyone back on Earth. Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces have to hold out until we deal with the enemy.
I understand, Admiral.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
Este es tipo la cámara de guerra, entonces. De 150 total atrás. Acabo de agarrar una maqueta de la nave de la Alianza. Ah, mira. O que le hicieron una reestructuración bárbara. Acá donde estaba la sala de...
I can't believe the Council won't help. Come on, Sarah. If Thestia was lost and Earth hadn't been touched yet, you can be damn sure we'd be guarding our own borders.
Primero vamos a hablar con el piloto. Hay que asegurarse que todo vaya bien con el piloto. Y también. Lo sacaron de acá, ¿eh? Ahora está en toda la nave nomás.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
They've spent years denying the threat. You think they'd be prepared now?
I was kind of hoping that maybe they were planning in secret and just not telling you about it because, you know, Cerberus. Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them, you know, for old time's sake.
Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
For increased tactical control, bring up the power menu. This pauses the action, giving you time to evaluate the battlefield, target new enemies, and select a power. To use a power to attack an opponent, target the enemy before pausing the game, then highlight and select the power. The power will fire at the targeted enemy as you return to action. For maximum tactical effectiveness, use squad mate powers in combination with your own, hitting enemies with up to 3 powers at once.
Está bien. Vas liberando consejos tácticos a medida que vayas avanzando. Operaciones encubiertas. Ok. La Fuerza de la Alianza tiene problemas en toda la galaxia. Te necesitamos para una serie de operativos. De operaciones. Esta misión abrirán a la Alianza puertas a lugares a los que no podemos acceder siguiendo los métodos convencionales. Cuando completes tus objetivos, desplegaremos operativos para comprobar la situación. Necesitamos que vayas a los laboratorios de Cerberus que hay en las plantas en planeta Sanctum. Te informaremos cuando te pongas en marcha. Perfecto. Reincorporación. Comandante Shepard, es una carta. Reconoce formalmente su reincorporación a la Marina de la Alianza, según reciente comunicado verbal del almirante defensor David Anderson. En virtud del artículo 903.5 del Reglamento de Poderes de Emergencia en tiempos de guerra, por la presente se le autoriza a asumir el mando de Normandía SR2. Tiene órdenes de empezar operativos de intercambio contra todos y cada uno de los enemigos que representan un peligro para la Tierra y sus colonias o sus aliados. Además, se le confiere autoridad diplomática para firmar los tratados con las razas humanas que sean necesarios para conseguir su misión. Sinceramente, almirante Steven Heckens. Comunicado de emergencia. Operaciones de la flota de la Alianza. Alerta urgente K1A 3.60. Todo el personal del ejército de la Alianza. Este es un comunicado de alerta para todo el territorio. Todo el personal del ejército de la Alianza tiene de evacuar el sistema solar. Esto es del ante el ataque. Ya que esto. Asunto mi perro. Comandante Shepard. Trabajé de contrabandista en interfaz en Normandía cuando se encontraba que seco. UIB Sid me ha enviado un correo electrónico para informarme de que me dejé a bordo a mi perro Mecha. Aunque me encuentro en Terranova y no me gustaría que te vieras en la obligación de desviarte millones de kilómetros solo para pasar. Así que por favor cuida de ella. Le gusta explorar, olisquear, rastrear químicos y los enchufes de 750 voltios. Gracias y siento la molestia, te prometo que no te hará más quebrantos de cabeza. Armamento N7, estos son los que nos dieron. Estaré mirando ahora. Artículo 9 de la flota coreana, es lo que leímos. Regalo de bienvenida, sí. Mientras estamos en el dique seco, Joker sugirió que sería apropiado tener a mano un regalo de bienvenida por si te volvía a la mente el cargo en el cargo de oficial al mando. Como la nave no puede incomodar a las bailarinas que él sugirió, me decidí por algo del catálogo oficial de la Alianza de Sistemas. Los soldados que han ostentado una designación N7 durante 5 o más años tienen derecho a una chaqueta con capucha convencional para llevar fuerza de servicio. Lo encontrarás en la sección de ropa informal de tu camarote. Misión Eden Prime. Cerbero ha atacado Eden Prime. Ahora ocupa la colonia. Las fuerzas de la Alianza están demasiado mermadas como para intentar liberarlas ahora, pero estamos haciendo todo lo posible para ayudar en secreto a la resistencia del lugar. Así, nos hemos enterado de que Cerberus ha descubierto un artefacto proteano importante. No sabemos de qué se trata, pero parece ser la razón por la que atacaron la colonia. Necesitamos que te infiltres en ella y recuperes el artefacto. Ya tenemos datos. Eden Prime también es prioridad. Está después de Palaven. Palaven es la prioridad. Los laboratorios de Cerberus. Pero yo diría ser los laboratorios de Cerberus. Diplomático, Valos necesita un obelisco proteano. Busca en el abismo. Debo hacerlo a la embajada de la Ciudadela. Estas dos vendrían a ser secundarias. Y después tendríamos que ir a este. O vamos primero a esa. Yo iría a atacar el laboratorio Cerberus. La Alianza ha descubierto un nuevo laboratorio Cerberus que se encuentra en Sanctum. Investiga el laboratorio. Ya vamos a ir ahí. ¿De quién es?
Come to check on your new
Ah,
recruit.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
We're in the middle of a war, Specialist. We've got bigger problems than finding a toothbrush.
Understood, Commander. And to be clear, I'm happy to be here. If I can help with the comm system and get you the intel you need to win this war, I'll have done more than I ever did in the lab. Was there anything else?
por ahora
Carry
no.
on, Specialist.
No hay nada. Alojamiento del capitán. Ah, ese me gusta más. Tiene mucho más facha, papá. Y acá, ¿qué tenemos? Ninguno tiene alguna. Ah, sí, este tiene mejora, mira, daño cuerpo a cuerpo. Ya me saca salud. Color del patrón. Puesta de mando no. Cubierta de la tripulación. ¿Esto ahora? O dime que está la doctora acá, si está la doctora. A ver. Apellido. Los nombres de todos los que fallecieron en la misión de los recolectores. Supongo que en la versión buena no habrá ninguno porque pasamos sin que muera ninguno. Así que eso lo estaremos viendo. Veremos. ¿Qué hay? Acá supuestamente estaba Tain antes, ahora no hay nadie. ¿Qué hay acá? Ascensión del destino. Oh. Baño. Acá no había nadie. ¿Qué es? Oh, parece que a alguien le gusta venir a la joda. Alta piruleada. Qué guachas de mierda. La tripulación. Bien. No. Baño. Acá estaba Samara. Y nada. Hay un solo baño. La doctora está acá. Este tiene un pasadizo. Ah, acá está la tarada esta.
Hello there, Commander.
How are you settling in, Doctor?
Good. I've been busy restocking supplies and running diagnostics. It's nice working alone in a fresh lab. I get to set up everything just the way I want. Anyway, now that you're here, I'd like to examine you.
Do you have concerns about my health?
You have an extensive number of cybernetic implants.
I died. Cerberus spent a fortune bringing me back.
I know. I just want to make sure everything checks out. It'll take no time.
After Cerberus, I'm not much on medical exams. No needles, right?
You get shot 20 times a day and a pinprick makes you nervous? I just need to run some implant diagnostics and take readings of your immune system. It looks like your implants have a synthetic protein overlay that's allowed your body to integrate them quite nicely.
Must be from the procedure I had done to help heal my scarring.
Must be. I bet that wasn't cheap. Thank you for indulging me. Everything looks fine. May I help you at all?
Do we have enough medical supplies?
Luckily, the med bay was one of the first areas the retrofit team stocked. That's fortunate. Who knows how long we'll have to be self-sufficient.
Bien.
How does working on a military vessel compare to your Citadel clinic?
It's a completely different experience. I like that I have fewer patients under my care. I can really focus and get to know each person. But the workday never ends here. I don't get to go home. I'm always on call. But you're making a real difference. So by being here, I'm making a difference too.
Do you have any family?
My parents are on Earth, Geneva. The news isn't good.
I'm sorry.
But my brother is safe on the Citadel. I'll count my blessings where I can.
Just let me know if you need anything.
I will.
Oh, esto sí que cambiaron todo. Donde estaba Miranda.
Greetings, Commander Shepard.
¿Qué carajos?
What are you?
I'm Glyph, a VI assistant to Dr. Tassoni. I help her sort and catalog collected data. She's asked me to draw your attention to a terminal connected to her information network. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you've found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
You know, I was hoping this new council would be a little more helpful than the last one.
Liara? What is all this stuff?
After you left for Earth, I had the chance to track down the information trader who'd kidnapped my friend. It wasn't easy, but I found the Shadow Broker and took over his information network.
You're running that from the Normandy?
What I can. Not all of the old broker's networks remained intact, but I have agents.
So you took over as the galaxy's most famous information trader?
Notorious might be a better term. At least it means I can help research this Prothean device. It's far too dangerous to use until we understand it.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
We can figure out what it does later. Our priority's getting it built.
Just give me some warning before you flip the switch. People were finally starting to listen before the Reapers came. If we'd had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't. I'm sorry. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
There's still a lot of people alive down there. I have to remember that.
You will. It's the war we warned everyone about for years. And if I know you, Shepard, you'll make them proud.
¿Qué más hay acá? Una navecita escondida, ¿no? Ay, me sigue, mirá.
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
Notas proteanas. ¿Son las que recolectamos? Ya nos faltan partes.
Hello again, Shepard.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
So is that drone your new secretary?
Glyph is a VI shell that indexes my search functions on the data feeds. I couldn't work without it. Although I'm lucky Edie let Glyph on board after it tried to rewrite her scheduled tasks.
I was merely attempting to standardize the ship's automated systems to our own, Dr. Tassoni.
Yes, that's precisely why you're confined to the cabin.
How'd you take out the old Shadow Broker?
It cost me. I had to hire dozens of mercenaries just to storm his lair.
You really wanted him dead, huh?
The broker captured a friend. I swore I'd get him back.
And?
I was too late to save him.
What happened when you became the broker?
I made what use of the network I could, but my main base of operations was scuttled when Cerberus attacked. I saved whatever crucial hardware I could, but I'd rather not talk about it. The important thing is that I still have data feeds and agents, although the war's taking a toll on the latter.
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
After the time I saw you on Ilium? Well, apart from becoming the broker, I spent my time looking for any defense against the Reapers. The only substantial records were the Protheans. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars?
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
Please, enjoy your day.
¿Dónde estaba Garros? Totalmente diferente el mecanismo de la nave ahora. Creo que eso es relé. ¿Está en la sala de armas? ¿Se supone que debo tener manejo sobre esto? Sala de armas que le falta arreglos. Por lo visto, le falta un montón de arreglos. Falta una parte y ya terminamos. Ingeniería. Este es totalmente nuevo y encima con un campo de fuerza. Uf. Y refrigerado a más no poder. Genial.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chakwas contacted me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
You can make up for it on this tour of duty.
Yes, sir.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers?
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
Queda donde estaba Jack, que ahora no hay nadie. Un soberano. Faltaría un lugar más, que es ahora el compartimiento que está ahí cubierta de atraque. Arma. Tenemos al vendedor como teníamos antes. Echamos una mirada acá. Mejoras de armas. Predator. Ken. Sniper. Ni hablar, ¿no? Que me sale 5000. Para. Tienda, vamos a hablar con él primero, por ahí nos hace un descuentito. Ah, ahí está el perro.
Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Good work, Lieutenant. What have you got?
Dios, straight to business without even a hello? You two need to chill out.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. From my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident, practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So, you can fly fighters and fix them?
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
Tenemos un maco de nuevo,
Sent to
vamos
the
nomás.
tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design.
¿Viste que tiene los dos cañones al costado? Yo dije que tenía.
She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
First retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
Keep up the good work.
Yes, Commander.
La lanzadera. ¿Y dónde está el hammer? O tenemos un Jin. Después hablo con vos. Mariana. Carguero. Este y... Bien, con eso tengo. Es suficiente. Vamos a cerrar tienda. Ah, se ven las mejoras. Cañón alargado de rifle. Aumenta el daño un 15%. Es una versión más larga del cañón original. Aumenta... A ver... Pará, déjame leer. Módulo. Daño un 5%, acelera la percepción, 25% ayudando a apuntar. Unos sensores bióticos y programados fijan el objetivo automáticamente, se ejecuta el pulso y la respiración del usuario ayudándolo a apuntar. Perfecto. Confirmar. Este es, ¿no? Sí, pero esta es una... Este es el que mejoré. Bien, perfecto. Bien, con eso tenemos las mejoras. Cuando tenga más, iré. Puesto de mando. No, me faltó hablar con el teniente.
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Same as usual. Non-committal. Unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
No van a ayudar un carajo, esa cochina.
We're gonna rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You down here for a reason?
It's my ship. I go where I want and talk to whoever I want.
Fair enough. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
Yes, I can, Lieutenant.
You pulling rank on me, boss? We're just soldiers down here, no?
Sure. But this soldier will clean the floor with you if you step out of line.
Ha! You sound like my old CO.
Oh, yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Tough choice. But it was the right call.
You think so?
I would have done the same.
That's what's funny. You were doing the same thing. You took out the collectors. We never needed that intel.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
I do.
You a shrink too?
Nope. But that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So, maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war!
Good to hear it. But you sacrifice yourself, or my ship, needlessly? That's unacceptable.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey, thanks for the dance, Loco.
No nicknames, Lieutenant. Okay?
Your ship, your rules. Your laws. Commander.
Tripulación, debemos ir a la enfermería. Con esto ya. Nos agarramos a las ñapi, loco. ¿No hay Medigel por acá? Justito guardé. Justito guardé, Oh. Vamos a la estación. ¿Cómo se ve esto? Gracias al motor de sigilo de Normandía puedes acceder a los cúmulos que han conquistado los segadores. Registra esos sistemas en búsqueda de supervivientes, chatarras e información valiosa. Wow, cambió todo. Wow. Genial está.